Hey friends, welcome back to the channel and another video. I'm Dr. Caroline, a practicing board-certified family medicine physician, and this channel is dedicated to help primary care physicians, particularly RVU-based primary care physicians, maximize productivity and scale their income without sacrificing well-being or risk falling into burnout. As promised, today's video is going to be talking about how I've been able to find this work-life balance as a primary care physician. Now, if you haven't watched my previous video, A Day in the Life of a Doctor, you may want to watch that one first because this one will make way more sense and you'll see why in a short bit. So as I said, I want to share my experience in finding this work-life balance as a primary care physician, and essentially it came down to undoing all of the bad habits that had led me to burnout. So because I talked about the three major factors that had led to my burnout in my previous video, I'm going to be talking about the three major changes I made in order to, one, get out of burnout, but two, be able to find that work-life balance that I'm talking about. So the first change I had to make was letting go of needing to see too many patients. And this was a scary change to think about at first because for someone who works in a productivity model, I was not sure how this would affect my salary, because if you cut down your volume, you should probably expect your compensation to fall as well. But for me, as you would have seen in my previous video, even when I was seeing more patients, my salary dropped because I was going through a burnout during that time. So I was not truly productive, and so my compensation followed suit despite the higher volume of patients. So honestly, I didn't really have much to lose by cutting down on my patient volume. My well-being became a priority. And what also helped me make this decision was that I had come up with other strategies to help me maximize my revenue, so I knew I'd be fine. Now, if you're interested in learning how you can reduce your patient volume and still be able to scale your income, then I definitely invite you to apply to our RVU consulting program. We not only discuss this particular topic, but several other critical strategies that play a massive role in improving your revenue. The link is below if you're interested. The second change I had to make was letting go of needing to be a super doctor. So letting go of this need to complete everything, every task in a single day, every single workday. And specifically for me, it was the in-basket that I had to learn how to manage better, mainly not feeling like I had to complete every single task in the in-basket by the end of each workday. I actually have a video on this particular topic in my channel detailing exactly how I manage my in-basket now in a way that reduces my risk of falling into burnout but still be able to maximize productivity. So if you have not watched that, then definitely check that out after this video. By having a manageable workflow for my in-basket, and I tend to do these tasks during the day, so typically in between seeing patients rather than waiting at the end of the day. So by having a more manageable workflow for my in-basket, I am no longer staying late in clinic, which has relieved so much stress for me. So once I'm done seeing all of my patients and my chart notes are completed, then I leave the clinic at a normal hour and I'm able to have the time to do other things that are important in my life. And that was so important for me, getting some of that time back to be able to do other things that create balance in my life, like working out, spending time with family, etc. The third major change I had to make was learning how to maximize my revenue without the additional stress. And that was the key part, without additional stress. As I mentioned in my previous video, one of the things that added to my burnout was not being well compensated. So knowing how hard I worked, but not seeing that effort reflected in my salary. Compensation is an important topic for me. I do believe in being well compensated for the work that I do. But the problem was that in the beginning, I didn't even know how my compensation was generated. So again, I work in a productivity model or an RVU-based model, and I didn't even know what RVUs were or how they affected my salary. So there was no way for me to be able to tap into that at that time to be able to improve my revenue. And so it took a lot of learning, and I implemented the strategies that I learned along the way to be able to improve my revenue and get to the compensation that I always knew I deserved. And this was not at all stressful. It didn't require me seeing loads of patients or working longer hours to be able to accomplish, which was fantastic. Now, some other changes I made were learning how to work smarter and not just harder. So being more efficient, delegating tasks appropriately, etc., which also helped me maximize productivity and my income. Again, if you're interested in learning in detail how you can also make these changes to find work-life balance and understand the key critical strategies you can implement to scale your income, then I definitely invite you to apply to our RVU consulting program. The link is below in the description box. Alright friends, I hope this video was interesting to you. If it was and you'd like to see more content like this, then definitely consider subscribing, because I do post a video like this every single week, doing my best to help primary care physicians maximize productivity and scale their income without sacrificing well-being or risk falling into burnout. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and share this video with your colleagues. I'll see you next time.